Previously on the Highcountry Hunt.
Smile for the camera, that's right. We're gonna kick some elk ass.
There they are. This is an 800-yard shot. But I've never done an 800-yard shot, so I make the decision, we're going to crawl and then we'll try to sneak up on them. All it takes is one pair of eyes getting skittish, and when that elk goes, they all go. So the stakes are really, really high here. Now we're ready and just hoping something doesn't go wrong. We've got about 25 different elk that are in our sight. And now it's just a matter of picking one and pulling the trigger. I've got this little sagebrush in front of us that's kind of shielding us from the animals. And the ones I want, there's literally just a little itty bitty leaf between the barrel and the elk. And so I asked Rob again, are you sure I can't go through a little leaf with a 300 Win Mag? That's a big cartridge. He says, definitely not. It'll alter your ballistics. That is your bullet trajectory. I said, okay. So that means that for 45 minutes, I'm on my stomach in the snow trying to find the right elk to take down, and only along 2 narrow lanes.
You can't see a lot of its legs.
Rob is on his binoculars. I'm looking through the scope. He says he's got a shot on the left lane. I pull my gun over that way, but I don't like that one. It's too small. So this is an incredibly high stakes proposition here, choosing the right elk and choosing the right shot.
First to the left or the second? Neither one of those.
Finally, I say to Rob, I think I got one.
Yep. Okay, wait till she gets past. Yes. And that's the bigger cow. So right there, there's your shot.
Okay, here it comes.
Yep. Hit.
It is amazing I barely hear the shot, and my ears never rang afterwards. But what was really amazing was the next thing I heard. Whack! That as soon as I heard that, a split second after I pulled the trigger, I said,
I can't see.
oh, I got her.
I could hear it hit.
I heard it hit too.
Oh, God.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. Oh, man.
Ow!
Oh.
So we approach the animal, and Rob says to me, get your gun out. And I said, really? You saw her drop? He said, no, you have to do that. It's just what you have to do as a hunter. So I take my gun out of the backpack, we start walking, and I hear something that is the most awful thing that I could hear. She's still alive. I'm glad I have my gun. I am beside myself. This is awful. Rob says, all right, I want you to take your gun and just put it between her ears and pull the trigger. Whatever Rob says, I do. So I take the gun and I finish the animal. And I feel horrible, horrible. This is not the way this should happen, and I don't even know why it happened, because I know I nailed that animal in a really, really solid place.
Never, killed anything right there. That's pretty intense.
It is.
And not fun. That was not fun at all.
No, understandable. But it's also, it's a responsibility as a hunter that we take them out of their misery quickly. And so when she's shot, there's so much just shock going on. She doesn't know what's happening. It happens. Our bodies. It's like when have you ever hit yourself with a hammer?
Yeah.
And at first, you know you did something, like you hit it, it hurt. Real pain doesn't show up for a body, you know, it's in shock.
God, thank you for this animal that gave its life for me to be able to eat. Thank you for this experience. Thanks for Rob, and thank you for helping me experience life and this aspect of life. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. Now, that looks like a perfect shot to me.
Yeah?
Why was she still alive? Look at that. It's right.
No, it is. It's absolutely perfect. So the bullet probably pinholed through and didn't like do a whole bunch of damage. She was dead.
So it went in the right spot and came out at the right spot.
Yes.
Remember, I couldn't have had a better shot than that, right?
No, that's perfect.
Every man in all of human history, in every corner of the globe, and just about every woman as well, has done this and done this repeatedly instead of us in our modern times over the past 100 years. This is just basic being a human thing. And whenever I do this, whether it's on a white-tailed deer or now for my first elk, it's almost a sacred experience. This animal has given their life for you, and this animal will enable you to get appropriate calories and your family for a long time. So it's with sobriety and sacredness that we come up to start cutting into this animal. The first step is field dressing. That's when you take a slice up the abdomen and you pull out all the internal organs, the lung, cut through the diaphragm, the heart, the liver, the intestines, the stomach, all that comes out. That is heat, and you're racing against the clock because that heat is trying to get the meat to spoil. This was hard. I've done this a number of times on deer, but this skin is twice as tough as anything I've had on a deer. You want to take off both of the rear quarters, the front quarters, all shoulders and hips basically, the strips of meat that go down the spine, either side, the tenderloin, which is inside the groin area, and the neck, the brisket. If you're having a hard time with this and you eat meat, understand everything that you eat, someone has done this for you. There is a man or a woman who's standing in an assembly line, deboning a chicken, carving up a piece of cattle, whatever. This is part of our entire food chain, and most of us are so removed from it that we've missed part of the primal meaning of what it means to actually be a human. And I actually feel more alive right now than I have in a long time. So we pack up my pack with a bunch of meat, and as the horses head out, I head out. Make no mistake about it, after the day that I've had, this is a very hard hike. I could watch YouTube videos now till the cows come home. I can watch YouTube videos about hunting non-stop. That's not the same as hunting. I can research things and have files of gear that should be bought ad nauseum, but that's not the same as using the gear and actually using the research.
Great job.
I should have used that as horses come back, but I wanted the full experience, you know?
Yeah, you
I've been
did.
training to do that. I was like, I gotta haul some meat. About halfway through, I'm like, I don't know if I really wanted to haul that meat.
I don't want to be a person who only thinks about things, learns about things, fantasizes about things, researches things. I want to be a person who does things, and this whole experience has cemented that for me. This is my story, and I bet it could be your story too.